Good morning, students. I hope you all be clear with yesterday's operating activity problems, and I really hope that you all are very clear with the format of cash flow statement. So today let's continue with the problems of investing and financing activities. So take down illustration 27. From the following particulars, calculate cash flow from investing activities. So in the problem in the table they have given us two columns, that is purchase and sold. We have plant, investment, goodwill, patents. And again in the adjustment we have interest received, interest paid, dividend received, dividend paid, and last one is rent received. So we need to calculate the cash flow from investing activity. Write down cash flow from investing activities. Go back and turn your pages and see what are the things which would be included in our investing activities. Always remember, if we know the format, it is very easy for us to work out the cash flow statement. So again we will be having three columns, particulars, amount and amount. So plant, there is purchase of 6,20,000 and sale of 2 lakh. So what will we write? First we can write purchase of plant. How much is the purchase? 6,20,000. Whenever there is purchase, it would be a negative figure. Why? Because there is a cash outflow. Then we have sale. Proceeds from sale of plant. It is 2 lakh. This would be a positive figure. Why? Because money is coming in. Then we have investment, purchase of investment. Purchase of investment. Return 2,40,000. Why? Because again it is a purchase, it is a cash outflow. Next, sale of investments. It is 80,000. Then we have goodwill. We have purchase goodwill. Purchase of goodwill. 1 lakh. Again a negative figure. Then we have patents, that is sale of patents, 1,50,000. Next we have interest received on debentures, 8,000. Interest received on debentures. It would be a plus figure. Why? Because it is a cash inflow. Then we have interest paid on debentures. Interest paid on debentures will not be a investing activities, but it will be a financing activities. Why? Because there is an issue of debentures. Anything which is related to your issue of the debentures or equity share will always be a financing activities. Then we have dividend received on investment, 20,000. Next we have dividend paid on equity share capital. Again that would not be a part of your investing activity, but it will be a part of your financing activity. Last point, a plot of land was purchased out of surplus fund for investment purpose and was let out for commercial use. We have received the rent received is 30,000. So we add and minus whatever is given. All these bracket figures will be deducted and the remaining will be added. The total we get for net cash used in investing activities is minus 4,72,000. Cash flow from investing activities. Next line, take down the note. Interest paid rupees 15,000 and dividend paid rupees 25,000 will not be recorded in cash flow from investing activities. Full stop. They will be recorded in cash flow from financing activities. Leave a line. Next line, just write down ascertaining missing figures by preparing fixed asset account. Under that, case 1, preparation of fixed asset account on written down value basis. Next line, write down if the balance sheet does not contain the item of provision for depreciation or accumulated depreciation for both the years, comma, it means that the fixed assets shown in the balance sheet are shown at their written down value, and hence fixed asset account will be prepared on written down value basis. Full stop. In such cases, comma, it should be recorded that if the amount of current year's depreciation is given in the adjustments, it should be shown on the credit side of asset account. Full stop. Next para. The balance of asset account will now show purchase or sale of asset. Full stop. If credit side is in excess of debit side, the amount of difference will be treated as purchase of asset, and if the debit side is in excess, comma, the amount of difference will be treated as sale of asset. Full stop. Next line. Loss or profit on sale of fixed asset. Underline that. Next line. If there is a loss on sale of fixed asset, it is put on the credit side of asset account, and if there is a profit on sale of fixed asset, it is put to the debit side of the asset account. Full stop. So what does this mean? In the problem they may give us plant and machinery, adjustments they may or may not give us depreciation. For example, how is a balance sheet usually prepared? It is plant and machinery account less depreciation. If in the problem this has not been given and depreciation is given in the adjustment, we would be preparing a separate asset account, that may be furniture account, land account, plant or machinery account, and we will be writing in the fixed asset account the opening balance of your fixed asset, closing balance of fixed asset, depreciation if there is any. If there is a profit or loss, if there is a profit it will be on your debit side, if there is a loss it will be on your credit side. And whatever the balancing figure we get, for example, if the credit is in excess of the debit, it will be purchase of asset, which will be on your debit side. If the debit is more than the credit, it will be your sale of fixed asset. While we work out the problem, you would be very clear how it goes on. So take down the problem. Illustration 29. So in the problem, from the following we need to calculate cash flow from investing activities. See, they have given us just plant and machinery amount of 2 years, that is 8 lakh, 50 and 10 lakh. In the balance sheet they have not given us depreciation amount. But in the additional information they have given, depreciation charged on plant and machinery was 50,000. Plant and machinery for 60,000 was sold for 40,000 and land was sold at a gain of 60,000. So we need to prepare two accounts here, that is plant and machinery account and a land account. We all have studied how we have to prepare our ledger accounts last year, right? And just for your information, the case 1 which was there was on a written down value basis. There are two methods of depreciation, that is straight line method and written down value method. In case of written down value method, this is how we would be doing our problem, and then there will be case 2 which is straight line method, that is another way of working out the problem. So first one, whichever we are doing is a written down value method. So first we need to prepare our plant and machinery account. Okay, so we have particulars, amount, particulars and amount, debit side, credit side. This is our normal ledger account which you all had studied last year. Balance sheet, they have given us 2 years balance, that is 2011 and 2012. So we write here 2 balance brought down. The last year's balance we are bringing it this year, that is 8,50,000, and they have even given us the closing balance. So we have our closing balance. Buy balance carried down 10 lakh. So the first step you need to do in the ledger account is bring down last year's balance, write down your current year's balance which you will carry down for the next year. Next they have given a depreciation charged on plant and machinery is 50,000. So what is the journal entry for depreciation charge? It is depreciation account debited to plant and machinery account. So we will be writing on debit credit side by depreciation account 50,000. Next they have given plant and machinery with a book value of 60,000 was sold for 40,000. First there is a sale of plant and machinery. Again there is a loss on the sale of plant and machinery. Why there is a loss? Because the plant and machinery which was costing 60,000 is sold for 40,000. So what is the journal entry for sale of plant and machinery? What is going on? Going out? Your plant and machinery is going out. What is coming in? We have money coming in. So we will write buy bank account. In bracket you will write sale of machinery. It is 40,000. Next we have loss on sale of machinery. So when there is a loss, we write it on the credit side. When there is a profit, we write on the debit side. So write down by loss on sale of machine 20,000. Next step is we total both the sides. Which side is more we need to check. Here it is 10 lakh, 10 lakh 50, 10 lakh 90. It is 11 lakh 10,000 on your credit side. So we write that total on both the sides 11 lakh 10,000. Whatever balancing figure we get will be our purchase or sale. If our credit side is more than the debit side, it will be purchase of machinery. If our debit side is more than our credit side, it will be sale of machinery. In this problem, our credit is more than the debit, so we will be writing to bank account in bracket purchase of machinery. This is our balancing figure. We will get 2,60,000. So what and all will be included in a cash flow from investing activity? There is a purchase of machinery 2,60,000. This will be included. There is a sale of machinery 40,000. This will be included. Anything else will not be included in our cash flow from investing activities. Next one more ledger account we need to do, that is our land account. Next we need to do one more ledger account, that is our land account. Again, first thing is bring down the balance. To balance brought down. How much is the balance? 2 lakh. By balance carried down 1 lakh. In the adjustment we have land was sold at a gain of 60,000. So there is a profit on sale of land. How much? 60,000. So which side total is more? They are not giving us any depreciation, appreciation. This is all that has been given in the problem. So debit side total is 2,60,000. So the balancing figure this side would be by bank account, that is sale of land. When the debit is more than the credit, it is sale of land. In case of machinery account, our balancing figure was purchase of plant and machinery because credit was more than the debit. So we have prepared two ledger accounts. The last thing is to calculate cash flow from investing activities. Particulars and amount. So first we have purchase of plant and machinery in the debit side of your ledger account. It is 2,60,000. Negative figure because it is a outflow of cash. Then we have sale of plant and machinery. credit side of your ledger account 40,000. It will be a plus figure because it is an inflow of cash. Then we have sale of land 1,60,000, ledger account, land ledger account. And then in the balance sheet they have also given us non-current investment. So 2011 our non-current investment was 40,000 and in 2012 it is 1 lakh, which means there is again purchase of non-current investment, that is 60,000. It will be a negative figure, 1 lakh minus 40,000. The answer what we get is a net cash flow from investing activities, 1,20,000. Clear? Next, take down another illustration, that is illustration 31. Hero Limited had the following balance. We have non-current investment for 31st March 2010, 31st March 2011. They are given during the year the company has sold 40% of its original investment at a profit of 84,000. So calculate sources and uses of cash. So we need to prepare a non-current investment account. This is a ledger account which we will be preparing in this problem. Again, debit side, credit side. We will be having particulars, amount, particulars, amount. We have a balance, so we write to balance brought down. It is 3,40,000. By balance carried down 2,80,000. This is the same as a normal plant and machinery or land account. As it is a asset, the non-current investment is a asset. We bring the balance to balance brought down and then write by balance carried down. Then they have given, we sold 40% of the original investment at a profit of 84,000. So there is a profit, to profit on sale of investment 84,000. And they have given 40% of original investment is sold. So what is the original investment? It is last year's balance, that's the opening balance, which is 3,40,000. So write down a working note below the problem. 40% of 3,40,000 is sold. So what is it? It is 1,36,000. We add the profit, that is 84,000. The answer we get is 2,20,000. Why do we add the profit? When we are selling it at a profit of 84,000. We don't know what is the amount, sale amount, but they have given us it is 40% of the original investment. So 3,40,000, 40% is 1,36,000. In this 1,36,000, we had a profit of 84,000. So 2,20,000 is a sale amount by bank account, in bracket sale of investment. It is 2,20,000. We total both the side. Which side is more? Our credit side is more, that is 5 lakh. We write the total both the side 5 lakh. Whatever balancing figure we get, it is to bank account, in bracket purchase of investment 76,000. So they have asked us to find out the sources and uses of cash. Use of cash is what? Whatever cash we had, we used it for purchasing the non-current investment. So that becomes your uses of cash. That is the purchase of investment. And what did we source? We sold the non-current investment and we got a cash. So the source of getting a cash was a sale of non-current investment. So next line, write down. The sources of cash is rupees 2,20,000, in bracket sale of investment. Next line, the use of cash is rupees 76,000 in bracket purchase of investment. So next class we will be working out the remaining problems on our investing activities and our financing activities. Please be thorough with the format of the cash flow statement. That's all for today. Thank you.